Another disclaimer, this is part 2 of a series on skinning a large animal. There is graphic material. If you do not want to see graphic material, please turn off this video now. Alrighty guys, okay, now I got him up higher off the ground and I have done the back legs down to his stomach area. Now this is my first mutton to do, which is an older sheep, and it is blowing my mind how much this is fat. Now sheep, most small animals, and once again, if I'm wrong, just let me know, but you don't want the fat. The fat's not very good. And so I'll cut most of this fat off. I will leave the fat on while I cure it, while I let it hang here, just for the fact that it'll protect the meat. And the main thing I'm wanting is for it to cool down naturally, for the enzymes to break down. Okay, but I did like I told you on the legs, and I pulled this piece over, and I left some fat. I just cut it off and pulled it over, and once again, it's crazy fat. Okay, and then I went down. I want to show you, it's gross, but you can see that he's leaking stomach material, just grass. That's not a bad thing. Don't say, oh no, what did I do? That's fine. They have multiple stomachs, and so that's just the grass that he just ate coming back because of gravity. You haven't done nothing wrong. He's fine. Okay, next I'm going to, and then the next on here, once you get this back, you'll have all the skin and stuff right here, and what's holding you is this tail. The tail is just made out of joints. Okay, so you'll just take a sharp knife and just keep cutting at an angle, and the first two you might not hit a joint and it'll just hit like rock, but then you'll just go right through it and you'll just cut the tail off. Okay, and then work your way down with the tail and everything. Alright, let me step back. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to follow around. I have a saw. I'm about to cut off his front legs at the knee, because I don't need them in my way when I get down there, because that skin will be over it, and it's just easier to do now. You don't have to use a saw. You can cut the joint, the elbow right there, and then cut on both sides, and pop that joint, and you can cut it with a knife, but I just use a saw because it's easier, just a hand saw, and I'll have it in the next video to show you what I'm talking about. It's just actually my son's bringing it to me. Thank you, Hunter. This saw right here, it's for precision cutting wood, but it has the right blades for it. It has a little box that you're supposed to put wood in, but I use that. You can also use a saw. It's quicker, but it leaves more bone chips in it. I have found this, because this is for precise cut on wood, it doesn't leave many bones. You're going to need sharp knives. Knives get dull quick, period. And so nothing worse than trying to use dull knives to do a job like this. Some more facts at this point. Well, I didn't show you. I made this all out of reused wood that I had. These telephone poles I already had here, and then the 2x8s a guy down the road gave me, and they were together with that thing on the top. And so I put the 2x8s on both sides, and then I laid those 2x8s on top, and that hook eye is bolted through those. So there's no pressure on any one of these, it's on both of them. And then that pulley, both these pulleys I had, and I just been holding on to them forever. That pulley, and then I stapled the piece of string, because you only needed one side of the string. So the string goes through this pulley, back up through that pulley, and down to this eye bolt, and I can tie it right here. And that makes it where I can lift this 200+ pound animal all by myself without it hurts my hands, but it's not too bad. Okay, and so my next step will be bringing the skin all the way down to around the neck, cutting off the front legs, and then bring the skin down to where I can cut the skin and his head off. And then I'll have the carcass, and then I'll gut him. So the next step will be, I'll show you when I'm cutting off his head, and when I get to the bottom. That way you can see what to do at that point. Alrighty, I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye-bye.